Did you guys know that some celebrities who were born into wealth got cut off financially by their families? In Hollywood, Nepo babies generally benefit from their parents' wealth as well as their industry connections and influence. However, that's not always the case. I'm going to take you through some celebrities whose rich parents cut them off financially.
Who do I look like?
My mom.
All the neighbors in Palm Springs go to Kourtney's house.
In 2007, Kourtney Kardashian Baker, who's the daughter of Robert Kardashian and Kris Jenner, told Inside Edition, "I was cut off when I graduated college. My dad was like, you need to get a job. You have a month, I'll help you find one, but then you have to make money and support yourself," she said.
Whatever it is, my life goes on and it's happy.
In the same interview, her sister Kim Kardashian told Inside Edition, "I just think that it's actually probably harder. We did grow up with this privileged life, but knowing that at a certain age we're going to be cut off and we can't ask our parents for anything." She continued to say, "Already having that lifestyle growing up, we want to maintain that, so it's probably even harder for us because a lot of people are doing nothing. And we were taught at a very young age that we're going to have to work and we're going to have to fend for ourselves, and whatever lifestyle we want, we have to make that our own. We've all worked since we were about 16 years old."
I love creating a brand and launching a brand and the whole process of it.
Dakota Johnson's dad, Don Johnson,
We're gonna play fishing for answers.
cut her off when she decided to pursue acting over going to college. She definitely had moments where she couldn't afford groceries or things like that. She told Today, "It was difficult, but I figured it out. He said to everybody," by everybody, I mean all of my siblings, he calls it the payroll. It's an allowance. He said if you go to college, you still get an allowance. And I was like, well, I'm gonna be an actress. So he was like, all right, well, you're on your own. I was cut off.
Fail to go to college or anything like that, it's over.
That sounded like a disease.
However, in times of struggle, she turned to her mom, Melanie Griffith, for help. She was a nice one, Dakota said. In 2021, Prince Harry told Oprah Winfrey that after he and his wife Meghan Markle stepped down as working royals in January 2020, "My family literally cut me off financially and I had to afford security for us.
This is not a surprise to anybody. It's really sad that it's got to this point.
I've got what my mom, Princess Diana, left me, and without that, we would not have been able to do this." As spokesperson for Harry's father, King Charles, told Vanity Fair that he'd given them a substantial sum to aid in their transition out of royal life. The spokesperson said that funding ceased in the summer of last year. The couple are now financially independent. In 2016, Gwyneth Paltrow told Hard Talk, "My dad, Bruce Paltrow, said you were completely on your own, so he never gave me anything. I never had any supplementation. He never helped me with my rent. I never had a trust fund."
You know, is this going to be okay? Do I have the chops to get us through this?
So the idea that I am spoiled or that I didn't work for what I have, that's just not accurate. But I can see how somebody might have that perception. She also told Glamour, "People think she's just a rich kid. Until I was 18, I was. Then I was broke. I never taken a dime off of my parents. I'm completely self-made." When his father, Kirk Douglas, passed away in 2020, Michael Douglas reportedly received no inheritance because Kirk left his estimated $61 million fortune to charity.
Because I really am the sweetest.
Kirk grew up in poverty, but his mother taught him the importance of generosity. In 2015, he told The Hollywood Reporter, "Sometimes we didn't have enough to eat, but very often there would be a knock at the door and it would be a person wanting food, and my mother always gave them something. My mother said to me, you must take care of other people." That stayed with me. He also said, "My wife, Anne, is very smart. 50 years ago, she set up a trust and it's been growing ever since. So in 2012, I said, how much money do we have in that? And she said, 80 million. I said, what? Anne added, he said, I want to give it away. And that's exactly what's happening. Just a few months prior to him passing away in 2010, Jamie Lee Curtis's father, Tony Curtis, reportedly cut her and her 4 siblings out of his will. Jamie Curtis's sister, Allegra Curtis, told Inside Edition, "We were all blindsided. It was very painful. It's written there, but I don't believe it was his last wishes. I believe he was influenced. And we all know who he was influenced by. I don't need to say her name." They were talking about his much younger 6th wife. What did you guys think about this list? Let us know in the comments and have a fabulous day.